Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick video for a fix for a Craftsman LT2000. Doing this on my phone, so excuse the shaky cam. Okay, this is one of the ones that has a Kohler 17 horsepower engine. Runs real good, but as with all of these, you know what happens. The decks rust out. I'm very careful after, this is a secondhand mower that I got, but I'm very careful to clean out all of the, and you should too, make sure you clean out all of the debris that's under here. A lot of grass will get lodged in here, and then just over time it'll rust out. You can see this one. I don't know if it's, there you go. You can see the top of it's rusted out, unfortunately. There was the part on the protective deflector here. You can run it without the deflector, but you can see it's very dangerous. Plus, it just throws stuff everywhere. Like, you literally get covered everywhere in you know, the lawn clippings and all the dirt and so forth. So really important to have this. So ideally, this part right here should be on a spring load and you should be able to pull it up and down. But I run the deck pretty high, as you can see, so I'm not worried about having to pull this up to clear any clogs or anything like that. So my plan to do for a quick repair would either be, I'm not going to do this today, but if I was going to do a little more, I would take one of these straps or a similar piece of metal, bend it over around here, down here on the deck, and then strap that in place and make a solid mounting point for it. What I'm going to do today, in the interest of time and so forth, is I'm going to just actually put this here in place, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole here, and then I'm going to use some bolts, and I'll just double nut the bolts and snug them up. I'll do another hole on this side, maybe another one here, just to give it more strength. But basically, I just want to make sure that this throws all the material away from me. Downside to this is if you bolt this in, try not to bump anything with this, because otherwise, you know, it could cause more damage to this, tear it off or what have you. I wish they sold reproduction decks for these. If they did sell reproduction decks, I'd probably pay up to probably $300 for one. But anyways, let me go ahead and do this fix here. And you can see, by the way, here's a piece of the metal that was falling apart. But yeah, I'm going to do this fix and then I'll show you guys how it turned out, okay? Be right back. Okay, I wound up using the metal that I was going to use anyways, because it wound up being that I couldn't get the other method to work, just drilling this through the side. It's plastic, it wouldn't last very long anyways, so this is probably a better mechanism to use the original one. I was able to take this apart and I will put it back together here in a second. But you can see this fix can be done with just basic hand tools, or you know, it really helps if you have a drill. You can see here I had to use a angle grinder to cut off the bolts that were already in the holes here, as you can see. And I know these aren't the proper bolts, they should be stainless steel, but this is what I had on hand. So you gotta, you know what they say, perfection is the enemy of progress. So anyways, I just double bolted these. I'll probably just hit them with a little bit of a spot of black spray paint to keep them from you know, being exposed to the elements, but eventually they'll rust and fall off. This is just a strap you can get at Home Depot for, like, when you're doing work on lumber, for strapping two parts of the infrastructure of your house together, and it was like $1 or something like that. So that and some bolts. So yeah, I'll go ahead and put this back together, and then I'll show you guys once it's all back together and working. Be right back. All right, you can see it is back together now. I just want to point out something before I show you the other part. If you ever don't have the proper end piece for one of these bars that goes through here, the gentleman that we got it from, he put a piece of hose pipe that was just a little bit bigger and slides over. Works perfect. So you can see here, I'll move it up. You can see it's all bolted in It's going to hold it in place. Is it an elegant solution? I would say no, but will it work? I will say yes on that. So it should be good. So the only thing maybe here on the edge, you could see it's a little bit, should be a little bit lower, but you could adjust that when you're doing yours. Try to maybe put the bolt holes, make these holes a little farther down. But if you're really concerned about that, you could always just build this up with some epoxy or maybe like a piece of scrap aluminum and just bolt it in or something like that, or something around there. So, but anyways, so it is going to be up and running, and I can get back to mowing my yard. If anybody has any questions or comments, leave them in the comments section. Like and subscribe. Thank you.